Wonders shall never end. So Charly Boy, aka Charles Oputa, come out for the streets of social media today. Come talk say, you know what? Make I go bring this video evidence of Peter Obi, where he be say he dey query the background of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Say who in really be? Who be mama? Who be papa? Wetin be background? Where them born am? Which village in really from come? Which school in go? Wetin be the thing we dey about am? In fact, in that video, Peter Obi challenged President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, say make he come reintroduce himself to Nigerians, may they know who he be. And Charly Boy posted with the caption, if you think Mr. Peter Obi is a weak man, think again, because the man is fearless. It takes a man without any stain to do this bold and direct. The gloves are off. No more gentlemanness or gentleman's politics or gentleman's politics. Oh yeah, tell me the lie we did for inside this statement. To fear criminals. Now so he put, Charles Oputa, Charly Boy. If you watch that video for one press conference, we be say Peter Obi hold, where be they query the background of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, boldly say reintroduce yourself to Nigerians. Tell Nigerians who you be. Who you be your mama? That's primary school where you go now where? Secondary school where you go now where? How we go they get a leader we will not know anything about? How international community go you see us? I'm not gonna go watch out.
And abroad in different parts of the world I've traveled recently. To the outsiders, the entire Chicago University matter, as well as Chief Bola Ahmed Tinubu's many other lingering identity question marks, have further worsened Nigerian less than glorious image internationally. Uninformed outsiders now see every Nigerian as a fraudster, certificate forger, or identity thief. The controversy is unnecessary, just as the implicit global embarrassment could have been avoided. In my opinion, Chief Bola Ahmed Tinubu should have saved the nation and himself this protracted embarrassment and undue anxiety. Even in this late in the day, however, Chief Ahmed Bola Tinubu still owes the nation and the world a simple debt of obligation only he can discharge. I therefore respectfully and humbly call on him to immediately and personally mount the rostrum of his present high office to perform a simple task once and for all time. He should reintroduce himself to the nation he governs and to the world for avoidance of further doubt. He should let the world know his name, his nationality, his place of birth, his parentage, the primary and secondary school he attended with dates, as well as the actual universities he attended and certificates obtained. He should indicate clearly where and when he did his national youth service. In addition, if at any time he has had a change of name, he should state so clearly and circumstance that his name itself is no crime. This is a simple task that will take only a few minutes. It requires no affidavit, prolonged court process, spokesperson, agents or surrogates. The task is one that only Chief Bola Tinubu himself, through a direct personal statement, can perform. He must perform this task urgently in order to lay to rest once and for the last time the many lingering doubts and valid speculation about his true identity. A leader cannot outsource a clear, unambiguous personal statement about his identity to political surrogates, official spokespeople, lawyers, or any other person, no matter how highly placed. A matter of personal identity of a leader is too sensitive and central to the function of the office he currently occupies to be trifled with, outsourced, or disguised under the cloak of officialdom. It is about integrity, morality, values, and the rule of law that defines the character of a nation and his people. In his present capacity as a leader of a nation of over 200 million Nigerians, his true identity is a matter of grave national and international interest. The people deserve to know with certainty the true identity of their leader, and this overrides whatever rights he may have to personal privacy. In addition, the international community deserves to know the true identity of the person with whom they will engage on Nigeria. Having stood for an election of elevated office of the President of Federal Republic of Nigeria, Chief Bola Tinubu have implicitly undertaken to cede the rights of private citizens in favor of life of open disclosure of his true identity and other circumstances that might be of public interest. His personal integrity demands no less. The legitimacy of the office he currently occupies demands that much and even more. Respect for the integrity and esteem of the Nigerian nation within the Committee of Nations makes it even more incumbent and compulsory. It is time to do the right thing. Long live the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you.
Prince Francis Chilaka, you don't hear that. And this World Press Conference, I think it was held after the election, that period where all this matter, they happen and when they hold the press conference. So now waiting Charly Boy to make you remind Nigerians again, if they think, say, Peter Obi the fear.
But I make I also remind Charly Boy, say making go, I think, is it last Sunday or 2 Sundays ago, when Pastor Tunde Bakari came out and told Nigerians that the question of his identity, the question of his parents, the question of his grandparents, the question of the school he attended, all of that is immaterial, that people should let it go.
Ancestry of the former 2-term governor of Lagos State, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I say I have a word for those Yoruba and chorus elements, noise makers who had not achieved as much as Asiwaju Bola Tinubu had achieved, but they are always querying and worrying themselves about his ancestry. His trade users are quick to tell you he's from Iragbiji. That's where Jeffrey came from. That's where he fled to. Oh, he's from Iragbiji in Osun State. He's not from Lagos State. As if that will resolve the issues that we face today. Please hear me loud and clear. Knowing the name of Asiwaju's biological mother or father or his place of birth cannot put food on the table of the hungry or create jobs for the unemployed and the unemployable. Despite his growing up challenges, the dangers and the detours of his life, he, like Jephthah in the Bible, delivered Lagos State and nearly all the southwest states from the onslaught of the PDP from 1999 to 2007. And truth be told, without his cooperation and political dexterity, the APC victory at the polls in 2015 and 2019 would have been impossible. People, please note that I'm not Asiwaju's brand manager and definitely do not endorse everything you might have read about his present or his past or his lifestyle, his politics or his businesses. His spokesman can do that for him. All I know is that just as every saint has a past, every sinner has a future, and the best of men are still men at the very best. Frankly speaking, I'm not very sure that many of his trade users would have survived if they had gone through the vicissitude of life that Asiwaju Bola Tinubu went through. Therefore, those who are envious of him and those who desire to take his...
So, Charly Boy...
And only God then go fit come out for power.
Yes. So, Charly Boy, I think Tunde Bakari has answered that question. Like Peter Obi said, is the question, the crisis identity, in terms of his identity, his background, his school, has been outsourced to Tunde Bakari, and Tunde Bakari has provided the answer.
So you know what? Now, a lot of people don't react to this matter. Say, 2 years and down the line, the presidency or the president never see take up this challenge. We see Peter Obi give out for inside this conversation, and the presidency never also deem and fit to also say, okay, you know what? Let's even put all these rumors to rest by giving out Nigerians empirical evidences to show, say, truly, waiting in the talk, all these things are just mere speculations about the identity of our president. They've been subtly calm about it and tell you that so what do you think is going on? What does
No,
this
but what
mean?
is going on is the fact that
Considering,
you have
considering wetin
you
Tinubu,
have
sorry, considering what Peter Obi talk, say, how it will affect the image of Nigerians for the international community.
wait now, precious.
Sir.
You're asking why they have not responded. But don't forget that the presidency has been busy with his lawyers, making sure that no document is released on him by the US. Are you aware of that?
Mm.
Yes. And what they've been doing is in the public domain. So there must be something that, the president, you're talking about what Peter Obi said. The presidency has not come out to tell us what the FBI or which organization in America claims that your president is an asset.
That's not part of clearing all of this charade.
No,
All of this.
no. How do you want to make it clear? When they call him an active asset, did they tell you what that? Have the presidency rebooked it? Have they refuted it? Have they said anything about it? You did when they were putting this cybercrime law. You don't know what they were planning. Now to ensure that these kind of things don't disturb them. But on a more serious note, jokes apart, Mr. President owes Nigerians a lot of explanation. He owes Nigerians. Because up to today, even though the Supreme Court refused to admit the information regarding Chicago and all of that, but that is something people are sitting by the fence waiting to see what documentations they will submit in 2027 elections. So it's not something you should expect any answer. Nobody will give you that answer. Nobody in government will give you the benefit of providing an answer.
Okay, but do you think that perhaps the opposition also need to do enough to also want to query all of this? Because if not somebody else where they in this situation or we get such allegations, because for all I care, I think they're mere allegations. So if not somebody else will get all this allegation on top of their head, you feel say the group of people waiting in power today will just let them sleep and let the person be.
You know the thing is that I believe that the opposition, they are doing their best. But you know that Nigeria is a country where winner takes all. And because of that mindset of winner takes all, it becomes difficult for, even if you're in opposition, you need to come to opposition with your hands clean. It's like coming to equity. A lot of those in opposition today, can they beat their chest and say, go and verify? Another wahala be that now. Can they do that? How many of them can beat their chest like Peter Obi and say, go and verify?